Hello everybody and welcome to Wellness with Vaishnavi, which is part of Mindfulness. If you are not following our channel, please do give us a follow. Today's session is going to be on wellness for women. I'm going to be using some props, a yoga belt for certain postures that you cannot manage to maybe reach your toes or so forth. It's just there to enhance your posture or your asana or your pose. And if you do not have a yoga belt, you can use a gown belt. So it's more better to get this, but if you do not have it, like I mentioned, just try to use what you have at home. A gown belt is, I wouldn't say the best, but it is doable. So as you grow your love for yoga, you can invest in your props. So start off with yoga belt or a gown belt, yoga blocks. If you do not have this, you can use thick hardcover textbooks, a small blanket, or even a small towel that you can fold up into a small pillow just to align your head and neck with. And my favorite is a bolster. If you do not have a bolster, you can use a thick, quite big, thick blanket that you can fold up into a bolster. Also a small pillow. I've got this pillow. Happiness. So, I'll be folding all of your stuff and putting in the front so it doesn't obstruct your practice for today. Today's session is a quiet practice of sitting postures, supine, supported postures, and supported forward bends. It is best for the physical conditions of menstruation, menopause, and pregnancy. This practice also creates a quiet and centered mind. So let's get onto the mats. We are going to start by bringing our legs into a comfortable cross leg, getting ourselves nice and comfortable onto the mat. We are going to start off with Adho Mukha Swastikasana. That's forward bend in a cross-legged pose. This pose calms and rejuvenates the mind, and it symbolizes its meditative spirituality. Especially if you have swollen ankles, swollen feet during this time of the month, if you in your menstruation or even pregnancy, you will appreciate the benefits of this pose. Take a nice, comfortable exhalation, emptying out your lungs, and a nice, comfortable breath. We are trying not to take in two full breaths or two big breaths because we want to create more space within the abdomen because there's a lot going on in there right now, a lot of swelling and so forth. So you just want to use this moment to let go and just be comfortable and enjoy the journey. If you find your mind wandering, bring your mind back to the body and just focus on the breath. Focus on the rise and the fall of the chest. Slowly coming onto your knees. We're going to get ourselves in Adho Mukha Virasana. And if you have swollen ankles, you are going to roll your blanket and put them underneath your ankles to ease the pain, ease the swelling of your ankles. We are going to pull the shins down and out as we extend our hands forward and just relax into this posture. This posture has many benefits. They include the lower back release. It's excellent for mental and physical relaxation. It lengthens the spine. It's an awesome groin release, shoulder opening, and it improves the knee, ankle, and foot mobility. You can hold this pose for between 2 to 3 minutes. Use this moment to delve deeper within and just focus on your inner self. Breathing nice and comfortably. Nice, comfortable inhalations. Nice, comfortable exhalations. You're going to clear out your mat and come into a nice, comfortable cross-legged pose, swastikasana. Roll your shoulders back and down, raising the heart, opening the chest. A nice, comfortable breath. Inhalation, raising the hands. Both palms will be facing each other, aligning the arms with the ears. Exhaling, coming back down. We'll bring the props in front. If you have tired knees or sore knees, bring the props underneath your knees, just to protect the knees and help the knees in your posture. Neutralize the chin, neutralize the neck. As you bend forward, reaching for the ground, bringing your fingers to touch the ground. So you'll be on the tips of your fingers. Lifting the heart, opening the chest, lengthening the spine. So remember, go according to your own pace, go according to your ability. Take a nice deep exhalation. Walk your fingers towards the left. Inhalation, back to the center. Exhalation towards the right. Keep on creating more space, extending. Inhalation back to center. Exhalation towards the left. Inhalation back to center. Exhalation back to the right. Walking the hands back towards yourself. Bringing both your feet together into Baddha Konasana, where your big toes are pressed against each other and the baby toes are also pressed against each other. You can
Bring your blocks to go underneath your knees for protection and comfort. And you can be seated on a pillow or a blanket, or if you have a bolster, you can sit on your bolster. Get your two fingers, that's your middle finger and your index finger, to go underneath the big toes, and the thumbs will be around that. So it's securing your toes. Elbows will be against your inner thighs on either side. Take a nice deep inhalation, as comfortable as it can be. And as you pull against your toes, you are going to open your heart, open your chest, raising your heart. And roll the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades towards the midline. This pose is absolutely amazing. It strengthens and improves flexibility in the inner thighs, groins, and the knees. It helps prepare the hips and groins for meditative seated poses, which requires flexibility in all these areas. And it helps to soothe menstrual discomfort and the digestive complaints that we often go through. Next, we're going to get into butterfly pose. You're going to have your hands around your feet as you flutter your knees, just like our butterfly flaps its wings. Just like that, you're going to be fluttering your knees. It also has amazing benefits. It strengthens the inner thigh. It lowers stress levels and helps with headaches. It reduces back pain. And it also improves reproductive health and helps with fatigue. So this pose can be done even once a day. For the next pose, we are going to use our gown belt or our yoga belt if we have, extending our right leg, activating the foot as if we are standing on it, bending our knees slightly as we bring the belt around the ball mount of the feet. So this is just a variation of going into the pose the classical way. And like I said, during our menstruation, we want to do more resting. So less is more. Extending your right hand or your left hand in this case, looking up at the left hand as we fall towards our side, pulling onto the belt. We will do the opposite leg, which is the left leg, folding the right leg and doing the same. We're creating more space around the abdomen. Or should I say, we're creating more space within the abdomen. And make yourself nice and comfortable as you pull. And remember to breathe. Nice, deep inhalations and exhalation. Raising your left hand up towards the ceiling. As you pull onto the belt, bring your hand over your head, opening your heart, opening your chest. Look up towards the extended hand, or you can look down. it's comfortable for you. Release the belt. Bring your right heel towards the left sitting bone and the left foot over the right knee, grounding your feet on all four corners. Raising your right hand up towards the ceiling and bringing your right elbow on the outside of your knee. So the elbow is just there to support the knee, help it to be upright. Taking the extended hand back behind you, grounded onto the floor as you open out your chest, and make sure you have enough space. Keep on creating space and opening out. Spine is straight. And slowly coming back to center. And we'll do that the opposite leg. Heel to sitting bone. So whatever we do to the right, we do to the left and vice versa. Open twists are always good for creating space. So elbow on the outside of the knee, raising the opposite hand and slowly bringing back behind you. As you open, create space, broaden your collarbones, broaden your shoulders, and open. This is the open twist. Grounding your foot on all four corners and being seated on both the sitting bones. Slowly coming back to center. So we can clear out our mats. And for the next posture, we will use two bolsters, making a crisscross. You can place a block in front of your crisscross bolsters and be seated on the block, extending your legs, bringing your elbows onto the bolsters and then bringing your back onto the bolsters itself, resting your head and your neck, extending your hands. The support from the bolsters help open the shoulders, the middle and the lower back. It stretches the superficial shoulder muscles, the trapezius, and deep muscles like rhomboid minor and the rhomboid major. So, like I mentioned previously, yoga props are here to enhance our practice. It's always nice to use the support. Taking a nice deep inhalation. Allowing both the hands to be restful. You can extend your hands on either direction, or you can have your hands resting on the abdomen with the elbows away from the body, creating more space. Activating your feet as if you're standing on them. And you can go deeper into the pose with your crown of the head on the ground, still extending your feet, extending your legs. Slowly coming out of the pose, raising the knees, grounding the feet, and rolling over to the right hand side, and slowly coming out of it. Clearing out your mat. You can just use one bolster and a yoga block. Make sure the block is closer towards the edge of the bolster. Sit on the block. Extending the legs. If you want more support, you can use a bolster, and you can even put 2 blocks on top of the bolster, bringing your shoulders to the ground, allowing the head to be restful, raising your feet and placing them on the bolster itself, and just relax. So all of these restorative poses helps you during your low energy days. You can even put both your blocks onto the bolster in front of you to create more of a height and getting the body in the same level. So your head, your neck, your spine, and the rest of the body all are in alignment. Slowly coming out of the pose. You can go further back Getting the head onto the ground. And raise your knees, grounding your feet. Slowly roll over to the right-hand side and slowly get up. Make sure your back is protected. Go very slow. There's no rush. You're going to use your yoga blocks and one bolster for the next pose. Setting up your blocks and putting the bolster on top of the blocks. It'll resemble a bridge with a slope. You're going to be sitting on the pillow in front of you. Sitting in Virasana, grabbing onto your ankles, bringing your elbows down first as you get the rest of your body onto the bolster itself. And just opening your chest, raising your heart, broadening the collarbones, broadening the shoulders. So this is also a very nice restful posture. And it helps you in your low energy days. Allow the mind to be nice and calm. Align the heart rate with the breath. And you can hold this pose for about 2 to 3 minutes. Slowly coming out of it, clearing your mat. We'll use the bolster and we'll use a pillow, getting your legs over the bolster. Pillow for your head and neck. Slowly elbows down, back onto the ground, resting on the pillow. Have your palms of the hand resting onto the abdomen, elbows away from the body. Crossing your legs into swastikasana. Or sukhasana. This posture is also very similar to Supta Baddha Konasana. It increases blood circulation in the pelvis and the abdomen, making this pose very useful for relieving pain or discomfort in the area. Change the cross of the legs to help balance the body. So during menstruation, it can offer relief from abdominal cramps. Slowly extending your legs, clearing out your mat, spacing your feet. Lay in Shavasana. Focus on the rise and the fall of the chest, aligning the breath with the heart rate. And if the mind wanders, which is natural for the mind, bring the mind back to the body. And like I said, just focus on the rise and the fall of the chest. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing your jawline, relaxing your facial muscles, softening your neck and your shoulders, softening the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back, softening the heart, softening the joints of the body, that is, the knuckles, the elbows, the hips, the knees, the toes. Slowly raising the knees, grounding the feet, raising the hands over the head, lightly stretching. As you exhale, roll over to the right. Rest on your right arm. And go according to your own pace. Slow down. Using your left hand as support as you raise your head and torso off the ground, coming into a seated posture. I hope you enjoyed the session as much as I enjoyed sharing with you. If you have any questions regarding the sequence or any of the specific postures, please do get in touch. I would love to hear from you and know how I can serve you further. If there's anything else that you would like to learn, please do get in touch. If you haven't given us a follow yet, please do so by clicking on the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. If you have benefited from the session in any way, please do share it with your loved ones, especially those that you think will benefit from it. Sending you loads of love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye. In this video, I'm using yoga props from Yoga Essentials. They are the home of Menduka yoga mats. If you're in South Africa, you will find them in Glen Ashley, Ashley Avenue, which is in Durban. For more information on them, go on to www.yogaessentials.co.za or call them on 083-890-4438. Looking forward to meeting you on the mat. Lots of love. Bye-bye.